Hello, Jason here. Today is May 13th, and this is your aftermarket update. So we did have a good day here at the Oil Trading Group, and what I wanted to do in this video today is spend a couple of minutes talking to you about the OTG trade plan and the trading system that we've built around this trade plan. I want to spend a couple of minutes marking up a chart so that you can see all of the entries that were related to today's trading plan. And then I want to show you the OTG trade of the day, which ended up being around about a 70-tick trade here. So first things first, let's talk about the trade plan. The trade plan is updated and published every evening right around somewhere between 9 and 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is for the next day's trading session. So, for example, this is the 5/13 trading plan. The trading plan was put out last evening at around 9:30 p.m. That's important to note because if you look here, we're able to give you all of these times where we expect a market to be moving and where we would expect a potential trade area to be listed. So again, these are given to you well in advance, and we did act upon these trades today in the live call trading room. All right, so in one of the videos, in that first part of the video that I'm going to show you here today, we did go through, and I pay particular attention to focusing in on the clock. I want you to see that at 7:45 a.m. as we were about to enter into the trading day, I was able to tell you where it is that we were going to be looking for these particular trade entries hours in advance of when they actually occurred. All right, so I did not take every trade. First of all, I'm going to bring this chart over here in front of me. We're going to mark it up, and then we're going to take a look at each one of these particular entries here, and then we're going to see what the results were after we get these entries marked up on our chart. But I did not take every single trade in here. In fact, today I quit. I was up about 90 ticks. I'll show you where, and I'll show you why. But what I'm going to do here on this chart is I'm going to mark up every single trade that was listed here on your trade plan during the regular trading hours. We're not going to spend any time talking about these that were pre-market hours, but we're going to talk about those that were during the regular trading hours here on the CL. All right, so first trade here, it's hard to see this, but there is a green arrow right there. This was the first trade of the day. We were looking to get long out of this area here. This was a break of this is your counter trend trade that we talk about. This is the break of the standard trend line here on your OTG trend filter, trend finder filter. Interesting, easy for me to say, right? And again, these rules are explained right here, and here's a sample chart on those rules. But in the end, this was the entry here, and this is the one that we took early in the trade session this morning. Now, you do see that we did have a minor, what we call a resistance zone. This happened to be a minor resistance zone up above us here. So I deviated from the plan just slightly, and I did end up taking two contracts off at 10 ticks instead of waiting for the full 15-tick target. And again, because we were up against this resistance zone here, I wanted to make sure that we did get something off of this trade. However, when I do print the results here in just a few moments, you're going to see that this ends up being a break-even trade. We had a couple of additional signal dots that didn't meet the criteria according to your trade plan, and then we had the inventory report. Now, where you see this highlighted circle here, where you can see this area right here, there is a little green dot inside of that, and let me do this, make it a little bit easier for you to see. So inside that circle, you can see that green dot in there, and that is where we were looking for the counter trend break here. We'd gotten this signal at 9:33 in the morning this morning, and again, that was on your trade plan. Let's see here. That was right up here, 9:33 a.m. short. That was on your trade plan, and here it is on your chart. And you could see that right at that time frame, the market began to aggressively come down. We did end up getting short here, and we came down. And what I ended up getting on this trade is 70 ticks. When I print the results here in just a few moments, you're going to see that it's going to say 60 ticks. But what I did in the room this morning is I went ahead and protected 10 additional ticks. The market was moving so aggressively. I was afraid that it was going to come back against me. So out of this trade, I ended up 2 off at 10 ticks. That's 20 ticks. And then on this one, I'm going to end up at the final target gets out at 10 ticks. So I'm going to end up I'm at 90 ticks or $900 at the end of this trade. I did go ahead and try to take one more trade here today, and that was right here on this time frame here, this dot that you see here, it's going to come down for 10 ticks, take me out of break even, and then go down for 30 ticks. And so I'm not going to get any out of that trade. And so essentially what I did is I ended up stopping at this point in the trading day here. It was about 10:30 in the morning. We were right around that European session close. There had been a big move in the market, and I just frankly wasn't interested in giving anything back. So I ended my day up around 90 ticks. Now, as we fast forward through this chart, you can see here that we had an entry area here. Some of these didn't meet the criteria. I'm going to scan through these really quickly. This one, an entry area, an entry area. We had another entry area. Actually, this one is not going to have met the criteria, and that's why I have this square here. And then you had another entry here, another entry right here, and then you had a couple of shorts to end out the day. So let's go ahead and talk. Let's go ahead and hit the print button here, and let's see where we ended up. So if you took every single trade as it was presented here on the chart today, you would have been up 150 ticks or $1,500. Now, that's the good news. The bad news is you can see down here, I was up 90 ticks at this point. It only says 60. I was up 90 for the reasons that I'd mentioned. And you'll see that in the Trade of the Day video, by the way. You'll see that I get taken out at break even plus 10 up in this area here. Now, I chose to stop. At this point, you could have been up all the way here at 11:28 this morning. You could have been finished up 122 ticks. If you didn't stop back there when we were up 90 ticks, you should have stopped here if you're up 122 ticks. You're coming into the lunch hour. It is an inventory report day, and really, you should have. I would have recommended that you stop trading. Having said that, if you wanted to continue on, then you'll see that it does provide you with a little bit of bouncy, choppy activity. You did get taken out here for a stop. You got taken out here again for a stop. And at this point, you've turned a 122 tick winner into a 22 tick losing day, and that's not the best thing. But if you're in this far, you might as well take it to the end. And in the end, you were able to pick up two very nice trades here. You had your first short here with the trend. You had your second short here with the trend. And you stopped out right after the market closed plus 150 ticks. So again, what you really spent, you were up 122 ticks here at 11:30. You spent 2 hours making all of that back, and then getting up about $300 over the course of the next 2 hours. That might have been worth it for you. For me personally, it wouldn't have been worth the effort. I was very happy. I stopped in the room today, way back here at around 10:15. I definitely would have stopped here, but if you wanted to continue to trade, the trade plan was your guide through the rest of that today. And so that is the good news, right? The bad news is you would have had to stay all the way through the end of the session. But again, the trade plan is here to help guide you through the different times of the day that these moves occur. And it is also here and designed to help you navigate the trading waters for the entire day if you so choose to trade it. So without further ado, I'm going to let you watch the OTG trade of the day. You're going to see me go through that morning presentation that we do here every morning, and then you'll get right into the OTG trade of the day, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, very good. It's good to see everybody here today. It is good to see everyone here today. Oil on a nice little run up here this morning. You had, according to your trade plan, you had a time right here, right at 7:34. Let's take a look at that trade plan here really quickly. Get that opened up. All right, here's your trade plan here at 7:34 this morning and 7:31. You had right here, you had two ideas long here this morning, and this is a good time to talk to you a little bit about the counter trend setup that we've added to the arsenal here. Like I said, I'm going to be feeding these to you pieces at a time here, and it is time to do that. 7:34 a.m. right here was the time that we expected the move to begin, right? According to your trade plan, 7:34 a.m. I want you to take a look down here now at the counter trend entry here. It talks to you right there. There's your counter trend entry. Here's a chart, sample chart, so you can get a feel for what we're talking about here. But that was one of those entries here this morning that would have given you a decent opportunity. So right here on the break of this trend line here, or this trend filter, the OTG trend filter, you would have been long a tick ahead of that at 42 and has subsequently moved up to 67. And that would have been it based on this time frame. So basically what you're looking at here is you had a long that was developing, and once you broke the trend filter here, that would have been one tick above, that would have been the place to get long. All right, so oil again is on a nice move up here this morning. Let's take a look at some of our... I'm in at 34. We're going to 87 here. This is a break of that trend area. Their stop is at break even here right now. First target is 19. Next target is down there. This is on your trend here. First target is 19, which we just hit. Next target is down below you here at 87. Stop is at break even. Next target is down here at 87. And I couldn't move it out of the way in time, so it took me off at 30 ticks there. Gosh, this thing is just squirrely here. I can't catch up. My Ninja, I can't catch up. 87 is the target. So again, this is according to your trading plan here. And so we took two, came off at 15. The next target down here is 87. That's my next target. I'm going to go ahead and protect behind it here to 24. 10 ticks at 24 on the remaining contract. So again, your next time frame short here, and you could catch up. You'll be able to re-enter here. Your next time frame, if you didn't get in, your next time frame short is here at the end of the 35 bar. 87 is my target down here. 87 is my target. So we're going to bring this down to 14 here. Again, that was a little bit quick, but again, all of this is outlined in your trade plan. All of this is outlined in your trade plan. This was the other side entry, right? You crossed through the threshold there at 41.40, right? That was the other side. My stop here is 24. My stop here is 24. This was the other side of that particular entry. We just popped up to 22, 23. That is where the ETH price is. Stop is at break even plus 10 at 24. This thing is moving very aggressively right now. The actual entry would have been on the break of that would have been right up here was 30. Actually, it was up here at 40. Would have been 39. So your secondary way to get into this, if you didn't, was the open of this bar down here at 04. And your stop right now is a very tall, well, your stop would be 20 ticks. It wouldn't be the trail stop up there. 24 here is where my stop is right now. My stop is at 24. Moosey, there right now, I don't have another entry position. Take a look at the, I don't have another entry position right now, Moosey. Stop here is 24. Still in this. Okay, this bar right here at 33. Sorry, 35 right here was the next area that it was going to be looking to get short on your trade plan. There's 22, 23, and out at 24. All right, so a couple of things here. You did see that I did get out that final contract at 24, and I was calling for that 87 level, and eventually we got down to it. But again, because we were right after that inventory report and because the market was very aggressive, I wanted to go ahead and protect what we could there. I did, like I said, I had one more trade after that trade. It did take me out of break even before it went 30 ticks. That's the way it goes sometimes. And I did end the day at that point up that 90 ticks that you saw. So again, as always, I want to say thank you for spending time watching the videos here at the Oil Trading Group. We do appreciate the time that you spend with us. And until tomorrow, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.